I actually made a video about animation memes back when I was first starting out with these videos, and it was about the benefits of animation memes. Except, I watched it back later and didn't really agree with what I said about them and can think of arguments against like every single point I made, so I took it down. I've been meaning to make the video ever since then that's just about my own personal thoughts on them, since some of you want me to talk about them, but I'm just now getting around to it after like 5 months. I'm not going to explain what animation memes are, you know what they are, and that's why you're here. If you don't, look it up, it only takes like 30 seconds to watch one. There are thousands and thousands of rants about animation memes, and I'll admit, I agree with most of the points some of them make. Except, I don't really think that they deserve all the hate that seems to be stigmatized around them. It was the reason why I made a video talking about their benefits in the first place, and even if it was poorly made, I thought that the hate for them was way too wild and thought that something positive could balance things out. Ever since then, I found that you either love animation memes or you hate them, and honestly, I'm just indifferent about them. Before I started making rants, I made animation memes.
Biased.
No, stop, let me explain. They only took about 2 weeks to make. I'd work on them every night after I came home from school and probably only spent 3 to 5 hours on them every night, which roughly estimates to about 20 hours of work in total. I was proud of them and I liked them at the time, and I had just started getting back into animation after a 2-year hiatus from it, so memes were good practice for me. They also gave me something to do, since at the time I had little to no online friends and no one really cared about me or the stuff I did, so memes kinda kept me from being lonely and gave me other things to do aside from sleeping and doing homework. So yeah, in that regard I like them. They give you practice and something to do, to try and expand your skills and meet new people, and that's why I started doing them in the first place. I wasn't planning on making memes forever though, and in fact I entered a map around the third meme that I posted, but then all this happened and I found that I enjoyed this stuff more than animating, and thankfully it all worked out. A lot of arguments that I hear that animation memes won't get you a job, or if you just stick to them and don't try out any other things, your skills aren't gonna improve, and that they're lazy compared to other types of animated media. And yeah, some of that is true. If you submit animation memes or a map part on an animation demo reel or in a portfolio to a studio, I've heard that the studio is just gonna throw your submission out, and depending on how prestigious a college is, they might decline your portfolio too. This really depends though, because most schools are there to teach you animation. You could get into a normal art school with them, but probably not Cal Arts. And yeah, chances are if you just swipe a background off of Google Images and make more than 5 memes of just a character doing a tail wag and a head bob and you loop that for 60 seconds, you probably won't improve as much as you would if you got out of your comfort zone and tested out other things. So I definitely understand the concern that the people against memes have for those who make them, but I don't really think that their concern should become hate and spite. Instead of talking about how awful animation memes are and how they won't get you anywhere, encourage meme animators to step out of their comfort zone and try new things to improve their animation skills. That'll be way more likely to get them to try something new than dishing out hate left and right. You don't have to start flame wars to get your point across. Another argument that I just can't get myself to disagree with is that people seem to value quantity over quality in regards to memes, which really hurts the people who want to put some extra effort in and spend more time on them. If you're one of those people, then memes probably aren't for you, or they at least probably shouldn't be your main focus. I think that for these types of people, memes would work as great fillers, and memes work as great fillers in general. Posting a few memes in between longer projects is a good way to keep your content afloat, and it gives you a quick break from working on other bigger projects. So yeah, animation memes. I think that they're good practice, and I also think that they can help you enter the animation community and gain somewhat of a following. But if you want to pursue a future in animation, then you will have to get out of your comfort zone and start animating some other stuff. I'd suggest starting with map parts and then working your way up from there. I'd also suggest learning how to storyboard, testing out some other animation programs, and studying some animation techniques like squash and stretch animation. This doesn't mean that you have to stop making memes entirely. Like I said, they're good filler and can be fun to make in between projects, but I agree that if you want to become a professional animator, you will have to get out of your comfort zone and try new things eventually. But what do you think? Do you think animation memes deserve the negative stigma around them, or do you think that they're fine? Let's talk about it in the comments. I actually made this video partly just to hear what the community thinks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you someday.